Tease. Tease.
Asia.
Tease.
Asia.
Tease.
Asia.
Let. Tease. Let. Listen. Tease. Tease.
Asia.
Let. To the left. Left hand. Tease. Let. Tease. Let. Parade. Opening orders march. Parade. Tease. Let. Tease. Let. Tease. Let. To the right. Right hand. Tease. Let. Left. Go. To the left. Left hand. Tease. Left. Back. Follow suit. Tease. Keys.
Vice Chancellor Kisii University, Professor John Akama, members of the Kisii University Management, our DVCs, registrars present, the representative of the St. John Priory Kenya, Brother Benson, the team that has come alongside with you from Nairobi. We are proud that today we are gathering here by God's grace to receive this facility, a kind gesture from St. John, to support the Kisii University fraternity and our outreach services to the community around here. It is a great moment that when we began the St. John program in Kisii University, it was just like a small dream among the students. But today I can report that we have 260 students who are fully trained first aiders, volunteers to the community, and we have also 387 members of staff. We are looking forward to another partnership to even engage the community through the border riders. We are very proud as a university that we've received this, and today is not my day to say many things. I think I want to welcome my brother, Benson, who will take the Vice Chancellor and management through a tour of the facility, what it looks like, and then they will be able to make a few comments as we finally close this. Welcome, Ben. Please, members of management, accompany the VC as he looks at the facility to see what exactly is in it.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
My name is Benson Zioka, Manager, Emergency Medical Services in John Ambulance, Kenya. Now, I would like to call upon my paramedic, that is Arnold, and my lead driver, operator. Sir, my able team will take you through the ambulance, yeah, so that you can see exactly what you are expecting. Is it what is on the ground? It's also good that you note the things that are required in the ambulance, the things that are on board on the ambulance for the benefit of Kisii University and the whole community. Yeah. So now we can proceed and see what is in the ambulance.
We'll come back to this position. Now that the VC and the team have seen what it looks like, we will request now the manager from St. John to say a few words. And officially, we know that the VC has tested the ambulance, he knows it's moving, but officially he will be given the key to the ambulance. Once he makes his remarks, he will hand over the key to the Deputy Registrar in charge of Central Services, who will then hand it over to the driver, who will be taking over after a training. Just to say maybe a remark or two, the St. John are also generous that they are leaving their driver to be here for a week to induct our driver properly on this facility so that he will appreciate how to run it. But they will live with us the EMT for a period of months until we successfully finish the training of one of our own, who management has already identified and has already begun the training. Our young man, Paul Washiori. Yeah, he's already begun the training. That is why you saw him drop out of the ambulance when the VC was receiving it. He's begun the training in Nairobi, and once it's done, then we can release the EMT from St. John to go and continue serving elsewhere. So I don't want to say more than this. Ben, please. Karibu.
Thank you, brother. I'm a man of few words. First and foremost, I'd like to appreciate the management of Kisii University, starting with the Vice Chancellor. We have Brother Francis, and then we have the gentleman on the ground, that is Paul Washur, that's the gentleman who is usually in my office to chase how far I am gone in terms of the ambulance. Now, sir, allow me to say that it has not been easy for that gentleman. Since when we started recruiting, it happened way back in 2017 when we met, they were participating in showground. And then I met people in my uniform. I called St. John Ambulance uniform, my uniform. And then asked, who are you? Because I don't know you. Then they were like, we are St. John's from Kisii University. Then I was like, I'm not aware whether you guys exist. Then they were like, we exist before you know. We existed before you know. So that prompted me to see how I can come in and see how much we can help as an institution to have brigade here. And as a Brother Francis has quoted, is that we have more than 500 trained first aid volunteers in Kisii University. Sir, allow me mention something, that whenever they are in this uniform, they are not here to help Kisii University alone. The vision for St. John is to have at least one first aider per homestead or per family. We have not yet achieved that, but we've made a milestone towards achieving that. Now, second thing is that we have something that we call the priority motto. What does it say? In the service of humanity, the poor and the suffering. Now, let's assume that as we are bringing this facility, we found someone lying down somewhere there. I would have called Brother Francis and I'm like, I know what it means to be a St. John. I must help this person first before I bring this facility here. It is better I get late, but I save a life. Please, the St. John's here, have that kind of vision, have that kind of calling that you want to save a life. And as brothers quoted is that we're looking towards partnering with the border team. You understand that the society is changing. As society is changing, it becomes modernized, civilized. You expect more vibrant economic activities, and this also poses some health challenges, like accidents, whatsoever, to the community. And therefore, this is why we are partnering with Kisii University to have this facility here. Sir, I would like to pass the greetings of our CEO, that is Albert Ruturi, and the Chief Commander, who happens to be Masale. They have sent me to bring this facility that I will be officially donating it to Kisii University. I would like to quote that it is not the first facility, it is the first facility, but not the last one. It is how you lay up the community that will touch our gesture to bring more and more facilities down here. So at this particular time, I would like to get the key. I hand over to the administration, so that now the administration hands it over there to the VC, who will then hand it over to the driver. I will have my team down here, whereby these are, we call them operators, we no longer call them drivers, because these are trained basic life support driver. So my driver will be here for a period of 1 week, whereby we will take through the other driver what is expected of him, not only but driving, but much is expected of you as a driver. I will also be having my EMT here before Paul Washuri, who is beginning the program at our training school in Nairobi before he finishes the course. I know that you will attain the knowledge, be of service, be of help to Kisii and the community at large.
We are requesting the 3 cheers to God, 3 cheers to St. John, and 3 cheers to Kisii University, led by Commander Edgar, please.
Parietes, remove your berets. 3 cheers to God and 3 cheers to St. John. Heap, heap.
Hooray!
Heap, heap.
Hooray!
3 cheers to God and 3 cheers to Kisii University. Heap, heap.
Hooray!
Heap, heap.
Hooray!
Replace your headlings.
Thank you very much. At this time, Bwana Vice Chancellor, sir, I will just request, by your lenience, you may allow a member of management to say a word before you conclude.
Thank you very much. I've got my two DVCs here. So we will start by Professor.
It's right here,
Professor Mairuta, please.
Okay. On behalf of the Kisii University community, allow me to express gratitude and sincere, thanks to St. John Ambulance for recognizing the role that the university can play in bringing assisting the community around and the community within when the need arises. Let me say that ambulance is the first line, actually, facility in saving a life. In fact, many people actually die here on the road, for example, accidents or fainting or those kind of things because of that first line attendance. Lack of that. Otherwise, you get somebody knocked and then bleeding. That's one key thing that actually makes people die. If you can get the first attendance, first aid, actually many lives will be saved. And many people actually die because of that first line, attendance. Otherwise, let me say thank you once again. This is a very nice facility that will really help us. It is something that we are belonging for. And finally, we have it. Thank you very much. We will get you to your CEO and the St. John Ambulance community. Thank you.
Thank you. TBC answer. Say a word here, please.
Thank you very much, Vice Chancellor. The St. John's Ambulance team, have just to say that first and foremost, we are a service institution. We offer services, and it's not just academic services and advice that we offer, but we also want to address the welfare of the community at large. And in health, this is one of the facilities that will really help us to offer that service. And we cannot say more. We appreciate St. John's Ambulance for making it also possible for us to reach out to the community when there are health requirements, health needs. And this facility will help us to offer that service greatly. We just want to appreciate the gesture. Thank you very much for this.
Thank you. Thank you, BBC. And thank you, our brother from the St. John's Ambulance. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, the scouting movement.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, the St. John's Ambulance.
Good morning, sir.
Very good, very good. As the previous speakers have said, we are really full of joy and thankfulness for this very critical gesture from the St. John's group, and we don't take it for granted what has happened here today. We started interacting with the St. John's Ambulance group quite some time back through the university creating a St. John's Ambulance movement. As you have clearly noted that now we have got not only 500, there must be more than 800 people who have been trained on the basic ambulatory skills. One thing before we even talk about this very important gesture, we really appreciate the movement, St. John's Ambulance Group, for having trained our students and the staff on those basic life-saving skills. Now we have seen over the years, because of our ignorance and lack of understanding, we have seen people die in our hands. If you go to another country, like those developed countries, everybody, every person, every citizen is trained on those life-saving skills, which come to be very handy. They are very handy, particularly when emergencies occur. I have seen in those countries somebody gets a heart attack, and because the family people know how to resuscitate the patient, the person is resuscitated through mouth-to-mouth resuscitation, and then the heart starts pumping, and then the person is taken to the nearest facility. And we may be surprised that a lot of lives are saved. In our system here, because of our ignorance, when somebody gets that kind of emergency, we just start crying and shouting that he has died. But the person is what? It's not really death. Because I'm told that a human being is dead when the brain stops functioning, is when somebody now is declared clinically dead. So through our casual way of looking at life, we end up having major problems in terms of our health and in terms of survivability. As a university, to tell you the truth, we have been planning to have an ambulance for the last for quite a few 2-3 years, because we know that an ambulance is very important. But now, when the idea came that through our collaboration, we are going to get an ambulance through your organization, we were very, very appreciative for that, and we allowed that process to go on. I have got to have gotten this facility. I really thank the Kisii University St. John's ambulance group. You know, this is the kind of thinking we have as far as modern university training is concerned. Training in the 21st century at the university level is basically the kids, apart from getting their professional training, they will have some other extracurricular understanding of life, so that they become whole-rounded young men and women. I have got no doubt that these kids who have been trained on those skills of St. John's ambulance, these are kids who will succeed in life. It's just a clear indication that they are functional young men and women. You know, our scouting movement here, and some of them are here, they are still also members of St. John's ambulance. You know, they are the best in Africa. And they have done a lot of CSR activities in the whole country. To cut the long story short, is to say that this kind of collegial teamwork between various stakeholders, the St. John's Ambulance Group, the Kisii University management, the student and the staff, you can see what we can achieve. The facility we have received here, by the way, is a mini ICU kind of thing, although you told me that those the oxygen tanks, you know, they have got to be there, and you told me that you organize for them so that the thing is complete. So I'm very sure, believe you, me and me, because sickness is always with us here, this thing is going to save lives. It will save lives of our kids here, our students. By the way, it's good you are bringing in those motorbike riders. We are so scared of them. There are always accidents. And they have even mimed our students here. So I think it's good you bring them in so that they are even trained in those basic life-saving skills. So this facility, we will use it with a lot of care. In fact, we are going, I don't know how the arrangement is. We will try even to improve it even further, because we have seen that it needs some improvements so that it becomes a perfect system. a perfect system, when it hits the road, with an emergency, with a patient who's almost losing his or her life, it moves very fast to the nearest what? Hospital. And by the way, as we are very hospitable people here at the university, this facility will allow it for the community, to serve the community, particularly the more marginalized people, the very poor, will allow this facility to be used for them for free, isn't it? Yes. Using the facility, our driver here will be trained and even providing even fuel. Is that not God's work? Yes. So, I finally will say that all of us, we are one family. We belong to this university, and let us, all of us, love our university and promote it so that our university will go to another higher level. I would like you to send our sincere thanks to the management of St. John's Group, the CEO, and the other managers and directors, and tell them that we are very thankful. We believe that the relationship we have with them will be a long-term relationship for the good of Kenyans and the world at large. We also wish you journey masses when you travel back to Nairobi, and I think we are thankful. And I would like Brother Engineer Nkwere, these visitors, when they go, make sure that you get them some Kisii bananas. Is that okay? Kisii bananas, and even some soapstone carving.
It's okay.
Is that okay?
It's okay.
Soapstone carving is just, they are there in my office if you don't have them elsewhere. So thank you very much. We would like Brother, by the way, Brother Kerongo, come over here. Yeah, this young man, when DVCs and management, I think he's a model worker here. He goes out of his call of duty to do many things. He's the coordinator of this group, St. John's, the scouting, and we appreciate him. And maybe because of that, as management, maybe he has been writing letters of promotion and all that. I think when I DVC now, you have seen that he's the man who can bring in goodies to the university. I can see him, Sometimes we're very tough with management. I think we look at it very positively. Thank you very much. And with that note, he's also a father to be. I would also request that he prays for this facility, he dedicated it to God and to humanity. Yeah. So thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Before I pray, you will exchange the keys so that...
Thank you.
Yes.
Yes. Great.
So that you you hand it over to the one who is...
Do we have those Kisii ladies who know how to uralate? Yeah, they know how to do it.
By the way, scouts, you can do a yell at this time, not the...
CPU ama ni CPR? Sio CPU. Nani huwa?